Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account and we are checking out the Isle of Gold event. We're going to go through a couple guides, kind of how to get this set up. I know at this point it's been set up for a few hours, or if you've gotten in here, you've had the ability to actually get some rewards, which is awesome. If you're going through here and you're pillaging, this is kind of the setup that I'm going with. Now within this setup, guys, I'm going to actually add 2 more towers. Now the logic behind this, and again, when we look at the guide, you'll see a little bit more of the logic, is you want to level up these towers as high as possible, as fast as possible, because you're looking to maximize your prayer flowers and all 3 of the flowers up to level 10. But this is the primary building, guys, that you are looking to build is the Fountain of Blessing. The faster, the highest you build this up. They go up to level 30, but at level 30, guys, you will get such an insane morale comp boost out of here. It is huge when you're building out this and when you're making this. In addition, guys, these resource buildings don't really have to be built very high. So they are actually the last building that we build within here. And again, I went through, I did my rolls last night, didn't have any time to do anything else. Now, in addition, you do get loot up here, guys. Make sure you're going in here and you're grabbing all of your loot, including our cards out of here, which again is pretty nice to see that they're giving us some loot. So not only are you getting the resource loot and the resource acquisition through the event itself, but you're also picking up some additional loot as you're going up in levels. So let's hop over, guys. Let's take a couple look at the guides. There are also these fortification. Now, this is again another really big thing why I say you have to build these up. Requires 6 level 15 defensive, requires 6 level 15 stone tablets, requires 6 15 flowers. Now, this is essentially the point we're going to get to. You're either going to have some more defensive buildings. I don't like the stone tablets. I do not build the stone tablets, but I like this one because of the level 5, but the fortification is nice as well. So again, let's hop over, take a look at the guide. Now, this is a little bit of an older guide that we had over on Reddit. There's an incredible amount of content and breakdown, again, that we're going to kind of look at. But looking at the Isle of Gold, guys, the total resources, this is through the acquisition of the buildings themselves. And then this is the pillaged total after kind of the event has concluded. As you can see, guys, we have about 3,300 when it comes to the actual resources that you collect in your base. We have over 8,000, and I know some players have actually traded attacks and gotten well over 10,000 total pillage resources when it comes to diamonds. But you can also see, guys, we're almost doubled up on the po coins, but we have a lot of additional things that we have pillaged in there. Now, the all offensive strategy, this is really alternate buildings every space until you have placed 9 buildings, which you'll kind of see down here. Best spot for your fountain is next to the stables or the shipyard, which is where we have it. Check your log and look for easy attacks. Now, when you go into attack, it does require you only get 5 different targets. If you don't find someone you're going to attack within those 5, you're going to have to go ahead and refresh. You don't want to use those. Always look at who you can pillage and who you can attack back. You can easily double or triple your passive income by maximizing your fountain, which again is the reason why the fountain is the biggest. Now, looking here, guys, rolling the dice, and again, a little bit of an older guide, but the Isle of Gold has not changed. Hold down the button, so depending on where the button falls, now this is true for both the attacks and for the movement in here, is your ideal movement is you're trying to get to these buildings to get freebies kind of out of it, to go ahead and build them. Now, buildings to target, the shipyard, the workshop, and the stables are the 3 that you're looking to build out. Aim to focus and build your fountain ASAP. Always undershoot as possible. It seems like that is the best way to do it. Now, the building priority, any fountain plus loot or morale. Yellow flowers, 038 max morale. Red flowers, blue flowers, energy towers. And that is really all they build. Your 4 resources building do not need to be upgraded at all. That is right, guys. Doesn't make a big difference when you look at that. Now the level 9 buildings, I don't understand the logic. I believe this might be just a little bit earlier. Workshops will provide the one at random building, so it's best to hit your flowers or fountains, getting them as high as possible. This is the reason why a lot of players will actually wait if they're doing their first 30 rolls till they have the ability to level up the flowers and everything else, because the buildings really do not make a big difference when it comes to the resource generation. By alternating spaces, you can upgrade every single time you land on the space. Since you only have 9 buildings, they will max out a lot faster, which again, the one you want to focus on is the tower right back there. And this again is a little bit of an older guide from over on AFK Inside, but I'm just going to kind of break down some of the fundamentals right here. We already know the Isle of Gold is up. That is right. He received right here, guys, over 10,000 diamonds for attacking or doing the revenge attack with the retaliation. You can see, guys, 45, 100K right here, which is kind of crazy that you're over doubling what you're getting in there. If you choose to defend, you ruin the game not only for yourself, but for everyone else. Judge for yourself. For a victory, you get 200 to 300 diamonds. A defeat, you lose about 8 to 11, which is the reason why it makes sense, guys, if all the players were kind of on the same page, just to go ahead and build, building flowers, taking gems. Flowers are going to be super important, guys, versus doing the stone strategy. So find yourself an ally. We've seen this exchanging attacks. You can attack 2 to 3 times per day. Saves a lot of nerves and a lot of resources because you're not going through, also the time going through there. For an attack on an empty island, you'll receive 300 diamonds and 3 more resources. For looting, you'll lose 11 diamonds, which again, not making a big difference. So on the start, go ahead and roll, get the resources up to level 1, essentially dropping those resources. You want to put 3 different flowers in the fountain. They are the really big ones. The fountain is the MVP of the event. Now, construction. This is kind of the interesting part, guys. This is the original build. So you can see we have 2 of these towers built up because, of course, they are going to amplify the build when it comes to the rest of the towers. But we have 3 flowers in here. 1, 2, 3. We have all 4 resource buildings. And then, of course, we have here. This is stage 1. Once you go through and you use all of your 30 rolls, this is ultimately what it is going to look like, guys, as you continue to build it. Now, the logic behind this is the flowers and the pillaging ability that you're going to have. For remember, every 1 level of the flower, you do get that, I believe, 1% attack rating. We know some of the flowers do not stack. However, you are going to stack the attack so high within here is really the reason and what you're looking for. So you have 5 chances to choose the opponent, which we know is through the pillage aspect. Normal resources, dust, pokecoins, dust, and labyrinth. That is ideally what you're looking for. Look before you attack, guys. This is huge. If you have sandbaggers that are just trying to do it, if they have a lot of protection buildings, chances are you can't get them. Now, attacking, ideally, spend it every single day. You need a fountain level 4, level 6, or when you get higher to attack. This is the one that you're looking for, guys. This is the exact same build that I am going. I am doing none of the stone towers. I'm really just going to build up the resource. And you'll notice right here, guys, they have double of those towers to actually level up your building right here in the bottom, which again is ultimately, when you look at this, what you're kind of looking to do with the build. Now, spending attacks every day, helpful hints, the throw control. This is really the biggest part of the event, is the short tap for the 1 to 6. Long holds go 0 or 1 to 6 again. Very, very important if you're trying to land on those specific buildings, because again, there are a lot of buildings that give you literally free resources in here. Please share the guide as much as possible, guys. Again, I will put a link down below to both of these so you can really check them out. But overall, the event doesn't yield an incredible amount of resources. Even when you look up here, guys, I mean, if you're looking in totality at 13K diamonds out of the 180,000 plus that we get out of the events, big thing in here, guys, is of course the essence, which is huge. Then of course that gives you what, 4 pulls with your pokecoins. You get a lot of resources, and then of course 145,000 labyrinth tokens, which of course is going to make a big difference if you're building out the dimensionals. And with the additional loot that they have put into the labyrinth store, it's going to make a big difference as well. So guys, I hope it helped a little bit to really break it down. Again, these are a little bit of older guides, but the Isle of Gold has not changed at this point. So that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.